Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about something that I'm very excited to talk about, the Eidolon from Raven Concealment. I finally finished up about a month and a half of wearing it. I never review a holster or anything like that until I've used it for about a month, because just unboxing them and talking about them is kind of weird. I like it. I like it a lot. It's kind of the holster for you to figure out how you like to carry appendix. A lot of different guys make great holsters. Raven Concealment is the name that started it with Kydex. There's a lot of companies producing good Kydex now, but Raven has stepped up and kind of changed the game on it. Going new places, doing new things. Let me talk about appendix real quick. When you buy an appendix holster, what you're typically buying is that holster maker's idealized appendix holster. The problem with this is that person may be different than you. My first ever appendix holster was a Culberson Leatherwork Texas Comfort. I really liked it for a while until I didn't like it. And what I mean by that is appendix changes with you. How your body is shaped, the kind of clothes you wear, the belt you wear, what kind of gun you're carrying appendix style. This all changes what holster works where and how for you. So it's kind of a learning process. I have, over the years, probably carried 10 different companies' appendix style holster. Everything from little bitty just trigger guard, little Vanguard, all the way up to a big honking one from another company. And what I figured out over that time was what I liked in it. And that cost me a lot of money. I had to go through a lot of different companies. Well, the Eidolon kind of changes that, because the Eidolon is set up to be completely modular. It's 100% ambidextrous. You can change everything on here. It has a couple of nifty features. I talked about that in another video. And in a little bit, I'm going to unbox my brand new Eidolon, and we're going to talk about some of the features and what it looks like when you get it out of the packaging. But the big benefit to it is that it's modular. You get to change how this runs. You can change your ride height, your cant. You can add a claw to push it in. You add a wedge to even it out when it sits on you. It's automatically set up for an RMR cut. It's 100% ambidextrous. This can be a right or left-handed holster. This is their 19 variant. The cool thing about the 19 variant is it will take everything from a 26 to a 34. And I'll go ahead and say this is the only holster that I've ever been able to appendix carry my 34 and it not completely suck. It's not super comfortable, but it actually did work. Your mileage may vary. Man, it is really cool. It's not Kydex, it's plastic, 100% modular, so you can do J-hooks, you can do these tuckable loops, you can change the ride height on the loop. There's actually a kit that'll make it a standard IWB holster with wings that kind of overlap, and it can ride and can't and all those different things. You can figure out how you want your holster to work. It's expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than, say, a $60 holster. It starts at $100, and there's one rate that goes to $140 for basically what they call the agency kit, which is everything you need to make this holster work the way you want it to work. There are two options. There's a 19 sized and then a 17 sized. If you have a 19 sized holster, it will work for every Glock. If you have a 17 sized holster, which is what this one is, it will work for every Glock except for the 34. It will work for a 17 with an extended barrel. I've worn both. I like the 17 variant better. It's a little more rounded. It doesn't have as many edges. This is still comfortable. I wore this for a while. This is actually about to get handed over to a friend of mine who is an MMA coach, and I'm going to give this to my friend for a month or so and say, like, hey dude, get beaten up in it. And I've got a combatives class coming up, and I'm going to be wearing this holster for it, this one anyway. So we're going to be looking at it and kind of putting it under some more pressure testing and seeing where we go with it. I'm going to bring you in close when we do this one, and we're going to go over all the little different features and what it looks like when you open it up. There's one thing I don't like about the holster. There's no light variant for it. For some people that's kind of a big deal, for others it's not. I like having a light on my pistol if I can. I like having it in appendix way more. I will choose to carry appendix over carrying with a light if those are my choices. I would love to see it down the road with a light variant. No one has told me about that. No one said, yeah, it will or it won't, or, you know, no secrets. I haven't brought it up to the Raven guys. I just personally would love to see a light variant and go from there. So let's go ahead and unbox the Eidolon. Unboxing videos are stupid. Stop doing them. Alright, so here's the holster. This end is set up more to be a right-handed shooter's holster. It has a little bit of sticky stuff on it. A note on the packaging is it is amazingly professional looking. This stuff is quite legit. So here's our holster. It's still ambidextrous, though this one is set up to be a little bit more right-sided friendly with the full guard here and half guard towards the front. You can get it with either the short guard like this or a tall guard like this in either right or left-handed style or both. Up to you. I still think it works well as an ambi holster either way. As you can see, it has adjustment slots to put our different little accessories and adjustable retention. Love that feature. It comes with an instruction manual. I looked through this. It's a really good instruction manual. It actually tells you kind of how to put together and the different little features that you can use and stuff like that. This is kind of an erector set holster. Like I said, you kind of get to make the holster that you want to. Here are the claws, two of those different angles. I don't know what's in there just yet. Maybe a harmonica. That'd be cool. A bunch of different screws and washers and nut sets. Raven tends to give you extra of these, and each one of these I found as I've worn a bunch of different Raven holsters, there's always a little bit extra in there. That's a good thing. Awesome. Always extra because I always lose some. The wedge material for pushing it out a little bit, that's kind of cool. Here is some of the ability to turn this into a more traditional IWB is here. These act as little wings that you can place your clips or loops off of to make it ride a little bit better at the 4 or 5 o'clock position. And again, it's all adjustable cant, which would make these fucking open, or I'll take my hatchet to you. Our belt loops. I am a big fan of loops, and I ordered this one with loops because I hate clips. Clips suck. They always get knocked off the belt if you're fighting. They do not feel as secure. Pull the dot loops are the way to go for serious holsters. Somebody may disagree with me. That's fine. That's your opinion. This is mine. I'm a big fan of pull the dot loops. So as you can see, this is everything that comes together, and this is the $100. I think there was a small upcharge for going to pull the dot loops. I will have to check. That's what you get, and it will take you a little bit. I'm not going to walk you through me making this holster. I'll show you how I set it up when I get done with it, but this is the beginning of my new Eidolon here. And as you can tell, man, they really stepped up their packaging. The boxes are very professional, very well done. Instruction book. The holster for when you want to figure out how you want to carry appendix. You might like both. You might like just one. You might like it with the wedge. You might like it without. You might want a claw. You might not. You might want to make it a more traditional OWB holster. This is kind of the way that you're buying a lot of things in one, which I'm always a fan of, and you're getting to figure out what's going to work best for you carry-wise. So I'm going to do another video on how I set this holster up for me, but for right now, the Eidolon, approved, and probably one of my favorite holsters to come out in a long, long time. Props to Michael and everybody over at Raven Concealment for stepping up the game and everything else. They have innovated in this industry for a long time, and they continue to do so. This is how you stay ahead of the curve, guys. You change what you're doing and how you're doing it. So, next video, how I set up an Eidolon.